Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Sol here, and today is Wednesday, February 22nd, and we have Dr. T Volcano Island Archipelago. As you can see, I have loaded my HQ12 and soon to be HQ13 account, my baby Boom Beach account, and I'm going to show you how I took down the first four stages of Dr. T Volcano Island, and then show you a preview of how the stage 5 looks like. The first three stages I did it with Rifleman Suka, pretty standard, pretty easy. The fifth one I loaded up heavy Rifleman Suka, and I did a two-part attack essentially, or a divided attack in terms of the landing. So I was not boosted. The only thing I had boosted was a resource reward. And again, I have max level landing crafts. What I have 41 GBE right here, right now. And then my troops, the ones that I use, Rifleman at level 10, Heavy at level 8, and Sukas at level 9. Now, stage number 4, it took me several, you're going to see, it took me several tries to get it done. Some of them were just testing GBE, and some of them were pretty fails. And actually on the last one, I'll show you, I'll discuss that in a second. Let's go to stage number 1. So you have a lot of GBE that you can take here. Use it if you can. I ended up using it to destroy the rocket launcher, which was pretty much the most dangerous thing for me. You see, I went ahead and farmed. I landed 2 Auto Riflemen and then just let them naturally gravitate towards the containers. I did ended up having one stray, and not wanting to lose them, I flare again. That's really not necessary. Losing a Rifleman is not a big deal. It's just that nagging feeling, you can save that troop. And that's the reason why I ended up sending that flare that way. So letting the Riflemen just naturally gravitate and destroy all the containers. If my count was right, let me see. You have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You have 16 containers of GBE, which is more than what? It's going to be around 45 GBE that you're going to get right there. So you should be able to GBE whatever you want in this stage using your artillery or your barrage. I strongly recommend you barrage out the rocket launcher, and after you do that, then just shock the mortars and shock the sniper tower, and you should be okay. At this low level stages, guys, Rifleman Suka, it's really powerful. It only becomes weak when you have a lot of rocket launchers or stuff that you can really not swarm effectively. Because if you have flamethrowers, machine guns, and rocket launchers all clustered together, which is what happened in stage number 4, then the Riflemen are not that strong. But still, you can manage if you use medkits and shocks. However, if they're spread out all over the place, then it becomes a lot more difficult. So let's take a look at stage number 2. On stage number 2, again, you have a lot of GBE that you can take advantage of. Starting from this corner all the way back, I ended up barraging the mortar on the top because I'm going to take the leftmost approach. So right there, that's going to be 12 GBE on this corner, and then you're going to have 24 plus another 12, 36 plus another 2. You're going to have 40 GBE right there. Not 40, 41 GBE available for you to use. Plus the 41 GBE that I started with, that's plenty enough to GBE this machine gun, that mortar on the top there, and get me there safely without losing any troops. I think if I ended up losing one troop, it was because of this cannon, but I'm not completely sure right now. So they're just letting my troops naturally gravitate towards the containers. They're gonna destroy all of them. Now I decide I'm gonna destroy. I destroyed this unit right there with GBE. That way my troops will not sort of go down after destroying this machine gun. They would just keep going towards the right of the screen. There we go. So the cannon did end up getting 2 of my troops. That's the second one. It's gonna be then I essentially had so much GBE that I could just use artillery to destroy it. From this point, there's nothing really that can hit your guys. I just flare them back and use a medkit. Not really necessary, but I just did it because I had the GBE to get it done. So that was stage number 2. On stage number 3, it was actually a lot easier than you might think. If you just land all your sukas and target that boom cannon, I realized very quickly that boom cannon had a lot of health. I did not check the health beforehand. So what I decided to do, well, I already had sent the barrage out, so there was no point of backing out. But just land your troops, let the sukas collect some energy. You're going to see as soon as they start walking towards the boom cannon, I shock it, I flare to the corner, because that way I can avoid the flame towers after that. Then target the boom cannon, shock it again. Remember, sukas outrange flamethrowers, if and only if they're not in a big stack of more than 20, because otherwise they will push themselves into the range of the flamethrower. After this, that's it, guys. You are out of range of everything else. I took the cannon just as a precaution. In reality, it did not have the range to hit my sukas from the other side of the HQ. And from here, you can just pound the HQ with your sukas. 2 boys of sukas will be enough to take down this HQ, even with low level, with level 2, level 3 sukas. So just make sure that you do this quickly, and you'll be able to take this stage down rather easily. All right, so let me accelerate this. Bam, so that went down, stage number 3. Now let's take a look at stage number 4. Like I said, stage number 2 took me a couple of trial and error attacks. And even then, I got a phone call while I was at the end of the attack. And I assumed I was safe, and I wasn't. So I ended up losing a bunch of troops. But, in order for this technique to work, you have to have enough GBE to do 9,000 damage to this rocket launcher right here. Otherwise, it might work, but it might be close, because you want to get rid of the stuff that can do consistent damage to your troops. So I took down that rocket launcher, and with my level, I think I have level 10 artillery and level 4 barrage. It took me 1 barrage and 4 artillery to get rid of that rocket launcher. And then you're going to see, I just land my 2 boats of riflemen, get them, target that cannon, let them target that cannon, and then after that I go ahead and flare to the middle right there, shock the rocket launcher, and during those 7 seconds of shock, my troops are going to be able to take down the rocket launcher out, and then quickly just flare back. There's nothing else you need to do there. Don't let your troops get hit more by the mortar or the flamethrower or the sniper tower. Then land your heavies. Your heavies are there to shield a little bit of your riflemen, but in reality, what you want the riflemen is to spread out and take as many of those mines as possible. Here, what's going to pack your punch is your sukas. You want your sukas to survive. Now, I was doing pretty good. At this point, the phone call entered. It was the doctor of my kid, so I had to pick it up. So I threw a flare, thinking I'm going to be safe right there. In reality, it was not there, the point that I needed to be safe. It was a little bit more towards the right. The machine gun hadn't fallen yet. And at that point, well, that replay is not showing correctly what happened. You see, where this suka is right now, it was safe. I had 5 sukas remaining. And those 5 sukas were able to target the HQ and destroy it with, I want to say, with 40 seconds to spare. So hadn't I had received that call, and had I been able to flare back a little bit earlier, then the sukas would have survived. The point where you want to be is a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, but it's gonna be maybe 2 squares towards the right of that suka. At that point, neither the sniper tower nor the cannon can hit you, and then you can just finish the HQ. This replay is not showing it correctly, but you can see I did defeat that stage number 4, and with 5 sukas remaining. So let me give you a preview of stage number 5. I don't think I'm going to be able to take it down. I'm not going to even attempt it. Essentially, you have a lot of rocket launchers, 1 truck launcher covering most of the area where you have troops, and a whole bunch of cannons. Now, if you had the GBE, I would say taking care of that rocket launcher on the back and taking care of this rocket launcher would be priority. You're going to need about 20,000 worth of GBE to take him down, and then from there just land your troops on this corner, and then keep these two guys shocked, or at least one of them shocked, while you progress towards destroying them, and then just engage the core. Hopefully you'll be able to take it down. I'm pretty sure that with the troop levels that I have, I'm not going to be able to take it down. So let me just stop here for a second so you can see, maybe plan ahead. And yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. Please remember, if you are looking for a task force, we have slots open on board of our task force. In the description, you're gonna have the information for both of task force. So just please check. We have a task force for both high and low level players. In any case, that's all about that. That's all I have for you today. Sol is checking out.